Guys, in today's video, we're going to see something that I didn't think we would see. It is a 454 condenser with a 410 metering device. Now, we've been told the 454 systems, the refrigerant was designed using 410 equipment, so it shouldn't really matter. So what I found today is something that I didn't think would make a difference, but it did. Stay tuned. Well, you end up in my video. Well, it's 73 in here and set on 73. Turn it down a little bit. I don't feel like it's on there good. All right, let's check it outside. Ooh, that is cold. Let's see, what do we have here? R-454. There's a chance that when y'all came out here and did an inspection on it, it was hot. Didn't seem like it was working. Let's check superheat and subcooler. You looking at them probes right there? Yeah, that makes it convenient, doesn't it? Okay, we have a really low superheat. Condenser coil looks good. Let's go in there and look at the evaporator. Man, I'm getting a lot of air leakage right around here. A lot. Cool, it's clean. All right, if I got the right kind of tape, there might be something I can do to help with that right there. I would look for some scrap metal to try to put over that little spot, but I know I don't have any, so we're going to try to use mastic tape. I've still got a low superheat. It's getting better though. Let's watch it just a second. My superheat seems to be all over the place. Went up to 4 degrees. Okay, this is a 3-ton. Let's make sure we have the right size coil on it. It has dropped 1 degree. Turn that up. Okay, I'm going to try to post a picture of that coil. That is a 410 coil on an R454 unit. The coil size is not really a problem. I called and asked about it because it doesn't seem to be metering correctly, so I'm going to request a TXV to put on this for R454, and you may have noticed there's no A2L sensor kit on it, and give them an estimate for a sensor kit and a TXV, and hope that helps to straighten out that problem with that one. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.